This video is for educational and entertainment use only. What's going on, my people? It's Duffle. Now, no, I don't usually have notes, no none of that. This is kind of like really important, so I gotta like get through this real fast. Try to talk to it as fast as possible, cause I was going back to the hood. A lot of people was asking me like, man, like motherfuckers should do a documentary on your pops, whatever. Instead, like motherfuckers in my hood want to do a documentary on my pops. So they was telling me, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna ask them. So I'm tell you, pops told me. Pops said he ain't trying to do no damn documentary though. But I found a whole bunch of shit about basically United States of America versus Dixon. That's him. I found that. So he said it's okay for me to go ahead and read like what happened with the case and what happened and all that stuff. And the shit that ain't what it's supposed to be, he told me what it's really supposed to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it for y'all, then I'm gonna go through a few things. Gotta go through the shit real quick cause I ain't got too much time. It's United States of America versus Dixon. You Google that, you gonna find this shit. Straight off the back, I'm going straight into it. Marlon Dixon is a drug dealer. After a law enforcement officer opened the safe in Dixon's apartment and discovered $113,000, they questioned him about the Mercedes-Benz in the driveway. He told them that he bought it with cash from drug dealers and then registered the car in the name of a friend so that the transaction could not be traced to him. He also told the officers that he was one of the biggest drug dealers in Altgeld housing project, had never worked, and owned a $160,000 home outright. Dixon promptly entered a plea agreement with the government. He admitted that he knew the purchase money for the car represented the proceeds of narcotic sales, and that he intended to mask the nature of the transaction and source of the funds by registering the car in his friend's name. In return, the range and the 3-level downward departure for acceptance of responsibility. When Dixon appeared before the court to enter his plea, however, he stated flatly, I didn't, quote, but verbatim what he said, I didn't buy that car with drug money. After a short conference between client and counsel, Dixon's attorney attributed his client's apparent renunciation of the plea agreement to a misunderstanding based on how the court's phraseology went, quote. At his interview with the probation officer who prepared the PSI, Dixon once again denied that the car was purchased with drug money. He claimed instead that he had used money obtained through legal gambling rather than drug transactions, that he supported himself through riverboat gambling and sold drugs only once in 1986, denied making statements to law enforcement officers that the car was purchased with drug money, and denied criminal intent when he purchased the car and registered under a friend's name. At sentencing, Dixon's attorney attempted to defuse his client's misrepresentations. He argued that Dixon must have misunderstood the probation officer to be implying that the car was purchased with funds derived exclusively from the sale of drugs rather than, as Dixon now claimed, with the combination of drug and gambling money. The court responded that Dixon's representation in the PSI were inconsistent with the plea agreement, quote, were inconsistent with acceptance of responsibility, quote, and remarked pointedly, quote, acceptance of responsibility is different from negotiating to get the plea down. The court then sentenced Dixon to 57 months in prison, the top of the guideline range, and denied his request for a downward sentence departure based on his acceptance of responsibility. Dixon argues on appeal that his prompt agreement with the government to enter a plea and the waiver of his right to trial demonstrate his acceptance of complete responsibility for his conduct. He also contends that his conduct entitles him to the 3-point downward reduction in his base defense level. As sentence, however, it is his burden to establish his eligibility for a reduction. See United States versus Schaefer, and they got a lot of little other stuff. The court's interpretation of the guidelines is a question of law and is reviewed de novo, but its factual findings are reviewed for clear error. See United States versus Francis. There is no basis on which to disturb Dixon's sentence. First, as the guidelines make clear, the sentencing judge is in a unique position to evaluate a defendant's acceptance of responsibility. The court determination must therefore be afforded great deference. United States versus Thomas. The court was entitled to conclude that Dixon's misrepresentation to the probation officer and his categorical in-court denial that the car was purchased with drug money were evidence of his refusal to accept responsibility for his conduct. So they gave him 57 months. That's what he got for basically putting a car in a friend's name. That's what he went to jail for. So now I'm gonna tell y'all like in detail like where they fucked up at and what he was telling me and some shit what I kind of like think. Okay, he think it kind of like told me, and I kind of think too at the same time. He said they've been watching him since 1990. The raid that they talking about when they went and they say apartment, it was actually a house in Matson. They raided in 1992. That's what he said. This case is from 1996 when he get ready to get sentenced. And another thing when they messed up at when they said they discovered $113,000 cash in the apartment that was really a house, he said it was actually about $127,000 or so. Some of that wasn't really talked about, but that wasn't wherever it went. And also with the plea was 33 months. The initial plea, when they wanted him to just say that the car was purchased with drug money, if he would have said yeah, they was gonna get him 33 months federal time. But they worded it to him to try to make him say yeah. Then he looked at them like, hell no. That's why and when the court said no, y'all try to basically trick me. So that's why he went to told their ass, that shit wasn't bought with that, no. So what they did was start him off at 33 months. They ain't got shit on him at all. He put a car in somebody's name and the man gambled. Motherfuckers gambling back then. You can't get mad with a motherfucker winning. So they tried to start him off at 33. He told their ass, no, he ain't do that. They jumped his shit to 57 instantly. So they gave his ass, what? 2-4. They gave his ass 24 more months on top of what he was supposed to get, though. Funny shit, though. What else he said? They tried to, like he said, they tried to basically trick him into saying that that's what the money was coming from. But he said that ain't where the money came from. The money came from gambling. So the end of it is, basically, he went to jail for having his car registered in his friend's name. But they thought and they believed that he was this big drug dealer. That's basically what this story entails to me. Because it's kind of funny that a lot of people think that. Then the first thing they say is, Mom, this is a drug dealer. They ain't even kick it off with who he was or none of that. They ain't do none of that. They went straight into that's what he is. But then at the end of it, he told them that's not what he is. And they couldn't prove that that's what he was. But he had his friend, he had his car in his friend's name, and that's how he went his ass to jail. So that's what he said. That's how I read it. That's what he told me. That's the actual thing. So I mean, yeah, this could be the documentary of what actually went down. So I mean, a lot of people in the hood, they got their own little stories that they tell. From his mouth to my ears, and I'm hearing this from the horse's mouth. Plus, this is the official paperwork that you can Google this. This shit gonna come clean dead up to exactly this. All that, you can look at that. This is his actual paperwork. Even though they fucked up a lot of shit, but I mean, if you was there, you know what they fucked up. So everything that I corrected, if you was there, you'll know. If you wasn't there, you wasn't there. But I mean, at the end of it, I feel that they just blatantly try to say that that's where his money was coming from, but they couldn't prove that that's where his money was coming from. But that's what you saying. That's what he doing. How can you tell a person you doing this and they tell you like, no, I'm not doing that. Prove that I'm doing that. And then y'all did all this shit and y'all couldn't even prove that. Like, that's just personal. Like, this is a real person, like, real story. And it's like, so y'all come through talking about he doing this and that. He ain't doing that. Then y'all took everything. That house, y'all took that Benz, y'all took that. Y'all took all type of cars, all type of jewelry. Y'all ain't even account for all the money, though. Y'all ain't even account for all the money, though. So that's some other shit, which that's between y'all, though. But y'all did all that for a man gambling? All the fucking boats open 24/7. That's what everybody doing. Every day you step out of your house is a gamble with life. Y'all did all this shit because this man was gambling and he put his car in his friend's name. Maybe he ain't want his boo-boo to know. What? That motherfucker can't just ride. But, I mean, that's it. But that's with him. So I'm going to throw my little thing in here with him because I'm the junior and I'm the one that can actually deliver the documentary because he told me shit. So this is what we going to do. But I'm saying, like, with me personally, a lot of people, because obviously the United States of America think that that's what he is, I mean this whole country think that that's what he is. They always say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I'm the junior. I get the same thought. Everybody think that that's what I'm doing. No matter what I say, what I do, everybody will always think that, oh, he's selling this. He's selling. And I keep telling people, like, I don't sell shit at all. I went to school. Like, how they went and deep into, you know, that. They could go that deep into mine, too. If they went into his shit, you know they go into my shit, fine. They go far as they want to into my shit. I was in school, getting good grades. That's all I was doing. I wasn't paying attention to what the fuck was going on around me but the books. I don't know what the fuck was going on around me. I know what my daddy told me. I know what I'm reading, and I can comprehend because I'm grown as hell right now. So they try to tell him that's what he is, and he said that ain't what he is, but they still took him to jail. That's how that shit really went. But with me, personally, I don't know. I mean, just because they thought him, hey, son gonna do the same thing. But I mean, like I tell people, I was in school, I was into the books, like doing all that type of shit. Couldn't even get on a basketball team. I made it, but I got to fuck out because I gotta go to honor classes. Like when I say all my classes, honors and shit, like I was really into school. Why people think I'm into other shit, I don't know. But they couldn't prove it on him. They try to prove it on me. I ain't doing shit. Like I said, like my friend of mine, like actually going to work, doing what they're supposed to. Like I went to college, graduated at the top of my class in college and high school. Then, speaking of high school, you see this? This is a gold coin from my senior year. A gold coin from my senior year. Only 8 people in the school can get one of these that year. Only 8. You looking at one right now. This one right now, and I still got mine. Now, I ain't saying everybody else lost their shit. I don't know. I don't know everybody else. I don't know everybody yet. But me personally, I got my shit. This mine right here, 1 of 8. Now, if everybody lost their shit, this 1 of 1. So how rare is this? This mine to let you know when you want to look into my life. Go to my high school. Ask any of my teachers, any of the staff, and they're like, hey, I'm a cool ass dude. I be just chilling laid back. And I'm just smart as hell. I just like cracking smart ass jokes. That's what I do. Some people I might not talk to. Because I'm talking to you for if I don't want to talk to you. My life, my mouth, what the fuck. But, I don't know. Like Bob said, he don't sell none of that stuff, y'all. He said, no documentary. He said the past is the past. He don't want to go through all this shit again because it was all type of shit. And he like, no. Fuck that. He like, they already writing it up and they telling shit that ain't really happening and all this and all that. They trying to tell him that. They said that he just told, where it go? They said he just told the police, like, yeah, I do this and I, what did it say? He also told officers that he was, this what they quoting him as saying, him saying this. One of the biggest drug dealers in Altgeld guards had never worked and owned a $160,000 home outright. He just gonna tell the who the fuck just gonna tell the police that shit? What? That I don't know. That's what they said, but he said that he wasn't saying none of this shit that they said that he said. But I mean, I don't know. Well, his ass been out for a long ass time now. So he chilling right now where he chilling at. He said this is past. He ain't trying to do no documentary on all that, talk about all that. They came through fucking with him. That's how it was. You know, motherfucker try to. That's why me personally, like some of like especially like them foreign cars. That's why I don't even like foreign cars. Like, because that shit. He got in trouble over a foreign car. Oh man. See, I kind of changed the game up. I like foreign girls though. That's what I like, a lot of them. I don't like the cars too much. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with the cars, but the car's a car to me. But I don't like foreign cars. I like foreign girls though. That's just another thing to go out there. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, however people believe what they think, you can always think what you think. But no matter what you think, you gonna always have it in your mind. No matter what, you gonna think that because that's what you think. But this is what it is. With Pops, this is the paper, this is what he said, what actually happened. He okay, he alright. This is with me right now. This is serious. Like, hard. Like, it's not too little. But, yeah, man. Everybody know I went to school, I was chilling. I mean, that's all I was doing. I don't get in trouble. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I ain't doing nothing to get in trouble. I like reading books. Reading books, doing math problems, little science here and there. Like, that's what I like doing. So, I mean, everybody just think that my reading is other reading, and my math is other math, and my science is other science. That's what they thinking. But I'm telling y'all that ain't what it is. I just like math, reading, and science. That's what I like. What's wrong with it? Y'all teaching this shit in school, so motherfucker gotta learn it. So motherfuckers learn it. That's how I look at it though. But man, end this off. This is the documentary for my daddy, Marlon Dixon. He won. I'm 2. My little son, that's 3. It's 3 of us. So we 3 deep. Yeah, we 3 deep. We gonna come 3 deep. Fuck some shit up, all type of shit. But no, this the paperwork for real though. Like, and it's just me. I'm just adding my own little 2 cents, like, cause it's so fucked up that what Pops went through. Now I'm the junior. Now I gotta go through shit that I ain't doing. I'm like, what the fuck? But that's how the shit goes. So this is a documentary. Me personally, y'all, like, by the time y'all see this, y'all probably already tuned in to Duffle. So this Duffle, the sit down. Duffalo, this the sit down. You see me in this chair? The sit down. All that Duffalo TV, that's just me walking around, fucking with motherfuckers that I fuck with, you know, family, kids, shit. You know, guys in the hood or around over here, fuck whoever I be fucking with and chilling with, I just be recording us doing little shit. So you'll see that shit on Duffalo TV. But end this off. I'm ending it off how they started the backwards way though. Marlon Dixon is a drug dealer. Marlon Dixon is not a drug dealer. Duffle out. The views expressed in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.